An organization inspiring New Yorkers to help neighbors in need on today's In This Together, sponsored by Cricket Wireless. Hey y'all, and welcome to In This Together. I'm Alejandro Alba. For today's story, how a nonprofit in New York City that formed over the pandemic is helping provide and deliver essentials to those in need.
Invisible Hands is a grassroots, volunteer-powered nonprofit bringing food and medicine to those most in need. We were founded at the height of the pandemic, when we realized, a lot of people are stuck at home during these days, and we need to find a way to get them food, get them medicine without them endangering themselves.
Liam was spending his spring break in lockdown in New York City when he formed Invisible Hands in March 2020.
I remember seeing doctors and nurses and public transportation workers and grocery store workers, everyone on the front line, putting their lives on hold and at risk to help the rest of us, and feeling like there has to be more that I can do. I can't treat the sick, but I can do something. I can bring some food to people who need it. We put the call out on social media, we put up flyers around the city, and within 72 hours we had 1,300 people signed up to volunteer with us.
Joanne Grell is one of the thousands of New Yorkers throughout the 5 boroughs who've been inspired to volunteer with Invisible Hands.
During the pandemic, my family and I were home doing nothing, and we just are not used to that. I'm sure all New Yorkers were not used to just being still. When we found out about Invisible Hands and the work that they were doing, that we could even get involved on an app and then deliver meals, it was just a perfect time for us to do something.
As the pandemic continued, Invisible Hands expanded their outreach and services, with volunteers helping with other needs such as legal advice and ballot deliveries.
Invisible Hands has 6 full-time employees. Over the past 20 months, we've had thousands of volunteers join us to do everything from delivering food to volunteering in our call center, to helping with dispatch, to organizing our partnerships. We've had engineers help build our tech system out, doctors giving us medical advice, lawyers with legal advice. It's been this awesome experience of everyone with different kinds of expertise just contributing what they can. Thanks to the competence and confidence of our volunteers and our employees, we've been able to grow into an actual organization.
Liam and Joanne believe that the key element to Invisible Hands' success has been the organization's thoughtful approach to outreach and distribution.
75% of people who could use a pantry don't, because of logistical issues or scheduling issues or cultural issues or even just the stigma of being food insecure. And so one of the benefits of an efficient, anonymous delivery system is that we are prioritizing these people's time, their safety, and their dignity as well.
A lot of the community that I serve are Spanish first language speakers, and so when I call them and I let them know that I'm delivering with Invisible Hands, I'm making a food delivery for them, they're not only relieved at the fact that they're getting a food delivery, but they're also happy to speak to someone that speaks their language. They're always just so happy and just so at ease and just grateful to not only the New York Common Pantry, but also the Invisible Hands for making the delivery so easy.
As Invisible Hands enters its 3rd year of operations, Liam is hopeful about the organization's continued growth and impact.
And one of the things that I've learned a lot about this past year is how people come for a mission, but they'll stay for the community. We have a fantastic team of volunteers and staff members working to address the needs in our community. I want to continue to build our partnerships and become more integrated into the communities that we serve. These are national, global issues in scale. They deserve responses on that kind of scale as well. So I'm excited to see how we can continue to respond to community needs on a large scale while also remaining responsive on a local level. My hope is that even as people get vaccinated and we all return to some semblance of normal, that we can continue helping each other out and realizing that there are still needs in the community that we can address if we work together.
That's it for today. I want to thank Cricket Wireless for sponsoring this episode. This holiday season, Cricket is teaming up with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to surprise 20 families across the country with gifts worth up to $5,000 each. Follow Cricket on social media to learn more about the 12 Days of Cricket initiative. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. Happy holidays. And remember, we're all in this together.